Hello and welcome to Wristwatch Obsession. I'm your host Edgar, and today we're taking a look at a really excellent diver. This is by Citizen. It is the Promaster Diver in blue, model number BN0151-09L, and this one also comes in black. And I'll put the model number for that and the strap. This is an aftermarket strap, and anything else I talk about, I'll put it in the show notes. Any details and where to get them. So this is an excellent diver. Give it a big thumbs up. I just love this watch. I bought it a couple of months ago. I've been wearing it almost every day, putting it through its paces on hikes and walks and washing dishes and just doing everything with it. And it is just so comfortable to wear and so easy to read. It's one of my favorite watches that I own. Even though it's on the lower scale in prices, it's one of the lower priced watches. And that's why it was off my radar. I didn't really know this was around, especially since it came out in 2017. I didn't look at that range of divers, but in my opinion, and I have their other larger, more expensive divers, I wear this way more often because it just ticks all those boxes and just gets everything right as far as proportions and weight and easy to read and all those things. So I'll go over that. But right now, let's take a quick look at my watch I'm wearing now, a quick wristwatch check. This is M5610 G-Shock, one of their square models. This is a domestic market for Japan. It's the teal blue, and the screen is also has a blue tint as well. This normally came on the regular strap, but I added the really nice older model, the combi bracelet that has the metal inserts. It's one of the most comfortable watches I have at only 3.2 ounces. Look for a review of this one in the future. All right, so getting back to this watch here. As you can see, I replaced this normally has a blue strap, and here's the blue strap here that it normally comes with. And I don't like the strap, and that's why I replaced it with that orange one. I'll tell you about the strap in a little bit. Let me tell you all the pros about the watch first, because this is a con for me, the strap that it comes with. But it's not the watch. You can put whatever strap you want, so that's no big deal. And it's a common 20 millimeter, not some oddball thing like 19 or 21 you see on watches sometimes. So tons of aftermarket straps, whether it's NATO, rubber, bracelets, whatever you want. You should be able to find something that you like for this watch. So never let that stop you in buying a watch. All right, so let's get to the specs on this. This is a ISO certified diver. Means it's certified for actual diving, not just desk diving. Where it passes a bunch of tests for waterproof and shock, anti-magnetic, easy to read, all those things. So this has all that. It's powered by a solar-powered Echo Drive 3-hand movement. The movement is accurate within plus 15 minutes, 15 seconds per month, or minus 10. But I usually get way better than that on all my Citizen watches. It's normally 46 minutes off or fast usually, which is really excellent. That's no more than a minute or so per year. So already it has really good accuracy on the quartz crystal that it has in there. The case is made out of 316L stainless steel, including the back. It has a screw down back and crown. It has the bezel is made out of aluminum, anodized blue. It's a 60 click bezel, and the bezel action on this is really exceptional. Let me bring it to the mic, see if you can hear that. Just a really solid feel on that bezel. There is no backlash, and take note, Seiko, that everything lines up. The indice at 12, the marker on the rehaut there, and then the bezel pip locks right into that with no backlash, no movement at all. It's rock solid, but yet it's easy and smooth to turn, especially if you look at the edge. It's got those really nice ridges alternating with smooth parts, so it's just easy to grab and turn. It's just a pleasure to operate, unlike a lot of other ones. All right, so continuing on with the dimensions, we have 44 millimeters in diameter. It plays a lot smaller because the lugs here are smooth. There's not extra metal here, and that keeps the weight down. It's only 11 millimeters thick, so that's why it rides so well on the wrist. The lug-to-lug distance, as you can tell in the back, it's even easier to see that it's not that long. Lug-to-lug, it's only 48 millimeters. And the lug width, as mentioned already, is 20 millimeters across, so it takes those 20 millimeter straps. The face or the dial is a smooth blue with printed lettering. Citizen, we have Echo Drive, divers 200 meters. The three hands are different shapes, as you can see, which is really makes it easy to read. We have an orange arrow. I love that orange arrow, and that's why I got this orange strap. Never had a watch with an orange strap before, so I really like that combo. The indices at the index at 12 is different than the 3, 6, and 9. So even at night or day, you can tell which way is up. As you can see, the superluminova on the 12 is also a different shape, so that's easy to see day or night. The luminova on all three hands and the indices is blue, a really cool blue, and then the pip is green. So this way you can just turn it, and day or night you can tell exactly that you put it on the minute hand, and then you can count down the elapsed time, because this is an elapsed time bezel, perfect for diving. The second hand has loom on the pip there, so you got an arrow shape a little marker moving around in the dark. The hour hand looks totally different than the minute hand. There's no confusing of those two. As you can see there, it's got a silver hour hand. You got that orange minute hand. Here we have a screw down crown at the 4 o'clock position. And if you notice the date, it is really easy to read. It's got black numbers on white, and it's not too deep. Unlike a lot of Citizens, this one is really easy to read. And you could barely tell that the date is there unless you're looking for it. It integrates perfectly with the 4 o'clock index, where they took half of it away, left a half circle, and I think that just looks great on there, the way they did that. Again, they got that right. Also, even though it's 44 millimeters, it has a conical shape moving upwards, so it slims down, so that bezel is a lot thinner than many of them. So it gives an illusion of even a smaller watch than it is. And being that it hugs so close to the wrist and the lugs are so short, that it's extremely comfortable and it fits under any kind of cuff, shirt, coat, it doesn't matter. It's very easy to wear. The entire case, almost everything is a brushed satin, so it's not too reflective, what you want in a diver. You see a little bit of polishing on the inside of those grooves, and also on the fluted crown, which is screwed in as mentioned. It's got understated but very functional protective lugs around that crown. The crown is signed with the Promaster logo. You can see right there, it's sort of a satin with the polished logo on the front. So hardly anything that's polished here, and on the back the same thing. You've got a satin back, laser etched with all the information on there, and Echo Drive by Citizen and so forth. And then you got a ring of polishing here. Of course, it's not seen when you're wearing it on the other side. On top here we have the mineral anti-reflective coated crystal. If you see the reflections, it's got a blue tint to it. You can see that anti-reflective coating. It works rather well. See if I missed anything on the specs here. I think I covered all of that. Let me put it on the wrist and show you what it looks like on my 7.5-inch wrist. We'll have this on in a second. Very easy to put on. This is a beautiful and soft silicone strap. We'll talk about that in a minute too, and the stock one. So that's what it looks like there. As you can see, nowhere near the edges of those lugs. There it is on the back. Plenty of room, plenty of holes on this one. The stock strap is around the same size. So yeah, just wears beautifully. Very easy to operate. That crown is at the 4 o'clock position, so it's not going to tend to dig in your wrist. Got that beautiful click there. Yeah, so that's not going to dig in. Also, it doesn't touch the wrist either, because it's up off the wrist, because the bottom is actually proud, which means it extends downward, so that doesn't dig into your wrist this way either, or this way, which is awesome. Yeah, that is so comfortable. Look how gorgeous that orange is, and it plays really well with that orange minute hand on there. Oop. Okay, let's take a look at my notes here. I think I covered all of that. The loom, let's see if we could take a look at the loom. Let me see if I can throw it in a little bit of a light. I see some sun coming out. All right, here we go. Got a little bit of sun in there. Let's see if we can see that blue loom. Like I mentioned, everything is blue except the pip. Let me see if you see that a little bit in there. Yeah, I think you can see the blue even in the daytime. At night, man, this thing glows like crazy. It lasts all night, and it's easy to see underwater. Just exceptional, again, on that part. That's why I love this watch, and give it a big thumbs up. All right, let's talk about that strap. So this strap here, this is the one, as I mentioned, that comes with it. As you can see, it's even a little bit longer than the one I have already. See, it's a little bit longer. And then this side is around the same size there. So this strap here has those corrugated things, and I really dislike when they put this waffle thing on straps. I find it makes them more uncomfortable. You have less surface area that bends around your wrist. You got these hot spots here that I find, and no matter how much you try to break them in, it just springs right back. So to me, these don't break in either. It was so uncomfortable. For 2 weeks I had the watch, I didn't wear it. I put it on a couple times, I couldn't wait to take it off. And the reason being is when this is around your wrist like this, these things want to keep pushing straight, so it pushes the watch and it flops back and forth like this. If you make it so tight that it doesn't do that, then your wrist can't breathe and you're choking off your blood vessels, and it's uncomfortable. So until this watch strap came in, and I also ordered a blue, very similar to this blue, that goes with this by Barton, and that's 20 millimeter also. And I don't switch it off too much, even though they're both quick disconnect, because I love the orange so much. But I do have a blue replacement for this because I just can't stand this. So that's one of the cons of the watch, is the strap. But it's not the watch. You can swap out NATOs or bracelets or rubber straps, whatever you want. You know, I just don't dislike. And I don't hear too many people complain about this one. So it could be just me, my subjective thing. But I hate it. I hate that strap. All right, so let's talk about this. The one I do like. This is made by I got this on Amazon for like 18 bucks or something. Made by Alpine. I mean, it's called the Alpine Premium Quality Waterproof Silicone Watch Band. And these come in 20, 22, and 24 millimeters. Again, this is the 20 millimeter one, and it's sold by Stunning Selection. And I'll put this in the show notes. And the other one I got, which I don't have right here, but that one is also 20 millimeter. Barton Navy Blue Soft Silicone is the other one. And that's just like this one, except it doesn't have a bunch of corrugated stuff in it or anything. For the money, this strap is just exceptional. It's got that really cool pattern on the top. Those orange threads are actually real. That's actually threads in there, which I found surprising. I read a review where it said it's molded in plastic pretend threads, but those are actually nylon dyed or nylon orange threads or something. It's just beautiful for the money, and it's so soft and pliable, yet feels strong, and it's quick disconnect. All you do is just pull that pin. You could pop it right out and put another strap on. And my blue one has the same thing. Not the one that came with it, but the blue one I ordered. So I could swap these on and off within a few seconds. It has 2 keepers. As I mentioned, 7.5-inch wrist. And the hole I use is like right over here, so there's a lot more room. So I would say it would probably 8.25, 8.5 inch wrist would be no problem. It has 2 keepers. One is fixed, and then one is slidable. So you could use this to tuck in any extra strap that's on there. Stainless steel buckle. Look at that, it's even satin and matches the watch. Marked stainless steel, has a really nice pin, very smooth, no hot spots. No hot spots on the watch or that strap. Just beautiful. I like that. Let's see, anything else to say on here? I think that's it. I think we're going to wrap it up here. And just one more look at it. You can see that nice, there's no sunburst on that dial. It's just a really nice blue. Yeah, just beautiful. I love it. Big thumbs up. Don't hesitate on buy this watch if you think you like it. It just exceeded my expectations. Because I couldn't try it out in the store. You know, these days you buy everything online, and I didn't know how the bezel was going to feel. So I was really pleasantly surprised on how much I really love this lower priced Citizen dive watch. $350 retail, around the mid twos to upper twos for the street price, and worth every penny. All right, thanks so much for watching Wristwatch Obsession. Please like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification for when I do my next watch review, and we'll catch you next time. Take care.